our things.
Okay.
You're waiting for me, aren't you? Son of a bitch.
With bated breath.
Oh, what the hell? Must one just yeah, because it's gonna happen anyway.
Here we
Welcome to the
go.
Epically Geeky Show, episode number 58. I'm your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question is roller coasters. Yes, no, or it kind of depends on which one it is. Cyrus Martin.
Roller coasters?
Roller coasters.
How many roller coasters have you been on in your life?
Oh, honestly,
Is this an open
I am not a
question?
roller coaster person. I've never been a roller coaster person. I just that's not my bag, baby. Yeah. No,
Yes.
That's a 20-year-old
please.
reference.
I
More of that.
maybe 2 or 3, but I've never been on like one of the huge ones, like Texas Giant. Fuck that.
You never went on any of the big ones, really?
No, it never was my thing.
Well, how can you possibly provide any kind of insight into this? Then?
I'm asking you, what do you like them? How many have you been on?
Yeah, technically the question.
He asked you the question.
I didn't say I was an expert.
Well,
I'm just asking you.
Yes, I haven't been on a roller coaster in a long time, but I have been on several of them. I went on several different kinds of roller coasters because there's the ones that you sit in, like you're sitting in little chairs, and then there's the ones that you strap in and your legs are hanging.
Hell yeah.
And then there's ones that go backwards.
Mm-hmm. Standing up ones.
Yes, I haven't been on these standing up ones. I've been on wooden ones, metal ones.
Oh shit! You've been on the wood, man. The wooden ones are scary you because you just walk by and you hear, and you're just like, "Fuck that."
Yeah,
physics means that they're fine. Cool.
I love roller coasters. I just it's been a long time. I think I'm probably too fat now to get on roller coasters.
Cyrus,
But
as a
yes.
former cast member, I can guarantee you that you are not. Believe me.
there you go.
But I think Disney might widen the seats.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Wish they would, but nope.
we are talking about amusement parks in America, so they have to cater to their clientele.
An extra large roller coaster.
That's what funny is.
Eventually, the little scooter's just gonna hook up, it's just gonna grab the little scooter and just fly them around that way.
Oh, those ECVs! I can't hear one of those without having like a PTSD style flashback. Just.
We want to get on a roller coaster, but we need it on a supersized roller coaster.
Yeah.
We need it on a supersized.
I want to get on this roller coaster, but I don't want to transfer because I don't want to walk from the end of the line to the actual roller coaster car.
Exactly, yeah.
Mommy, the seat is way too big. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Literally, I've had that happen too. Or you're going to have to ride in a different car than your child. Why? Because I cannot get the safety latch to get down low enough to keep your child from being flung out of this thing.
Just grab on. You'll be okay.
Oh,
Don't
he'll
worry.
be fine. I'll hold on
Put
to
my
him.
purse-
No, that's
Yeah.
not.
Hold on to my purse. You'll be fine.
Oh God.
Hold on, let me exhale.
Yeah,
Click.
literally.
There we go.
Yeah, right.
I got it.
Wow. Okay.
It's a real problem.
Roller coaster with a drive-through. Yes, that's exactly what we need.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's
Going
awesome.
up, you're doing that like up the incline. As you're going up, they're like,
You pause.
Yeah, I wasn't hungry, but I'll take a shake.
But you know what? French fries sound pretty good right about now. What the hell? I'm on vacation.
What do you guys do? You go for a shake or what?
That's hilarious. Lady, roller coasters, yay, nay, or maybe?
50 Shades of Yay. I love roller coasters. I love.
That sounds like a fun roller coaster.
right.
there.
50 Shades of Yay.
A park.
Are you foreshadowing some of your topic for tonight?
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Ew, no.
That would be horrible. I
jeez.
don't want
It's terrible dark ride. No, I love roller coasters like a lot. In fact, one of the things on my bucket list, which I don't really believe in bucket list, but one of the places I've always wanted to go is Cedar Park. Not Cedar Park. What's it called? Yeah, Cedar Park. Wherever the place is in Ohio with all of the roller coasters. Cedar Point. That's it.
Been there.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
the really big like Six Flags basically that's in Ohio that has like all of the best roller coasters. I really, really want to do that. I'll live for thrill rides. Like whatever it is, I'll pretty much go and try it. So I'm not afraid of heights. I am blindly trusting to any kind of a restraint system. I love it.
Shit.
Jesus.
You're down for whatever, right?
Pretty much. Like,
Crazy.
this thing is going to flip you upside down 15,000 times and then shoot you upside down and backwards at like 100 miles per hour. Are you down?
Listen, the
I'm down.
physics say you should survive.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
We did the math.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I know enough about like Imagineers and shit that I feel like I'm pretty trusting. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I just worry that I've reached the point in my life where if I was to invert my body for too long, that the internal fat would somehow choke me to death. Like it would like come up and
looking like Jabba the Hutt.
no,
Nishiku.
I wouldn't be laughing. I wouldn't be coming out. I'd be coming out like
Oh God.
spitting up my own fat. Which would be nice.
You're honestly fun.
Sound like Eugene at the opening of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Ray, where do you come down on this?
Oh hell yes!
I think I remember you saying something about this beforehand. You were a roller
The
coaster guy.
faster, the higher, you name it. Strap me in, let's go. I'm not holding on, so those restraints are holding me in.
Hell yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
I have a question though. Is it legal to have roller coasters in Canada? Because
We have an entire park called Canada's Wonderland.
oh wow, because I was thinking like the wind chill factor would like you would.
It's live.
I don't know. I mean, you guys are brave.
It closed down in the winter. Don't worry.
So it's open for like 4 weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
During the year.
No, they're open like from May to October, sometimes April, depending on the weather. So fuck all you. And
And it's a great show.
Yeah.
Right?
Just the best friends.
they're actually open in October as well because they do the Halloween special, kind of like. They do a whole thing. There's one during the day that the kids are okay to go to, and then they do a night one where it's like scary and don't take the kids to. And oh yeah,
Wow,
that's
so Lane, when you come up to Darien Lake, you're gonna come to Darien Lake, and we're gonna have some fun there, and then we'll go across to Canada's Wonderland and have fun there too.
Oh my God, I want to do this. It's like Canadian Horror Nights. I'm so down.
Canadian Horror Nights.
Well, yeah, that's how
nice time to be scared.
Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like if anybody like really scared me, they would immediately apologize, and I'm okay with that. That's my kind of a haunted house is a Canadian one.
By the way, Xavier, if I bungee jumped, it would rip my feet off. I'm right there with you.
It would rip your what off?
My feet would come off if I bungee
Oh,
jumped.
feet. Okay, that's what I. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
Someone
sure.
told me that bungee jumping is like way more dangerous than skydiving because I've always
That's what I
like,
literally put in the chat was that I would think I would skydive before I bungee jumped.
I was like the opposite
Absolutely.
until I had a skydiver explain to me the exact science of why it's safer to skydive than to bungee jump.
Yeah.
Ryan has a question.
It's
What is Canadian horror? Like, can you
Canada is y'all are downplaying it. Canada is metal as fuck. Okay, like everybody has like a hatchet and shit, and like it's all wilderness. They could bury you anywhere. No one's gonna find you.
Show us your hatchet.
Oh shit! Oh shit! There he goes. Uh-oh. Whoa!
Hey.
10 seconds to find. Oh my God!
He has one in every room. What are you talking about?
No, they have
That was just the closest hatchet.
Yeah, that was
I love that blue egg. Blue egg.
Canadian horror is what happened this last election year.
Oh,
Andrew,
Oh!
Mr. Parker, where do you come down on this one?
Yeah, I'll try everything once except for wooden ones because those are death traps and should be banned.
Oh, you won't go on a wooden roller
existence.
coaster, will you?
Oh, because it's
That's
fucking wood.
Yeah, because we
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, it's super.
They
fun.
should
It is kind
be-
of scary though. It is scary.
I wish Trump would ban all wooden rides from the planet.
That would
That's
be
the only reasonable thing that he would ever do in office.
That would
Just
make
to ban
I wouldn't
wooden
go that
coasters.
far. I think the problem will just solve itself over time.
You'd think so, but people are
Wow.
still gonna ride them, and it's
Dude, the
I
one
don't
at
understand.
Six Flags Over Texas is awesome. And
No,
it's
that
pretty
one
smooth.
beats you up. That one is
Not anymore.
so
No,
rough.
they redid it. Nuh-uh. They redid
Wait,
it.
what? Where they put metal on it now and made it an actual roller coaster?
No.
Instead of a 18th century relic that shouldn't be operating.
Yeah. Shut up.
Let's ask Canada. They're metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Not knowing that you're gonna be part of the fun.
No, it is not.
Oh, I'm getting yelled
Chris is jumping in. She's like, no.
But yeah, I've read all the big ones at Six Flags and stuff. I have a crippling fear of heights, so it's the only way to get over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Immersion therapy.
That's the other thing is I don't like heights, and so yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem if you want to do the roller coaster.
I can vouch
I
for
never said I
Parker.
wanted to do it.
That's
I
why
just said,
that's why Eugene likes trains so much, because it's
Right.
like
It's
it's
on
a
the
roller
ground.
coaster that stays on the ground.
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The last thing that I rode that I remember was the mini mine car. The problem with the mini mine car is as you get older, those quick things going back and forth, not good on your back. The little kids are like, yay, it's fun, it's whipping us around. As an adult, you're like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to get out of bed tomorrow.
That's why people didn't like my ride at Disney World.
Yeah, that thing was violently
It's rough.
aggressive.
Oh yeah, it's real rough. It's almost better to ride it with an exceptionally obese person because you don't move around as much in the car.
They round the edges.
Yeah, it really does. Because it's like
The
instead of
edges.
flying into the side, you just like fly into them. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I really needed to go on a diet, but I'm helping the kids.
Yeah,
you got a public
we were
service,
taking
really.
this trip to Disney World, and I knew that he wanted to ride this, so I figured I'd help him out.
What am I
You
gonna
just-
do? It's not about me. It's all.
Yeah, this is
You
for the kids.
they're literally paying you to be there to help out.
Yeah, shock absorber. That's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's genius.
I care about the kids. By the
Here
way,
for the kids, yeah.
you love the kids.
you can eat that or what?
Lucrative money making idea.
Which
Oh,
which
God.
ride was
Knott's Berry Farm. I've heard Knott's Berry Farm is really cool.
I
What was
really
that?
want to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
What was that one they shut down that was like dangerous?
Which one?
It's up north somewhere. I've seen a bunch of videos on it on YouTube. It was like crazy. Like,
Astro World.
no, it was
Shut up.
like they had people going down like these long ass like concrete like almost like
Two.
luges almost like you're just
Oh my
like loose
God.
and like people were getting torn up all over the place. I mean, it was really dangerous. And
That place must have been a nightmare to insure then.
Yeah.
everybody loved it apparently, but
Not to
really
keep putting
dumb.
off the main topic, Ryan brought up something. What about those big water parks with the long water slides? The last time I did one of those, I felt like, you know how it kind of drops a little bit? I felt like I got a little too much air going down to the next drop, and I was like, nope, not doing that again.
I always get too much air, and then it like smacks like right on like.
I'm
my
not
ass
worried
and my
about the
lower
smack.
back.
I'm worried about the fact that like it's
Not
a
smacking
drop
back
and
down.
going on a little bit of a
Yeah.
turn. And I'm like, I want to make sure I stay in this fucker. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's why
No,
I like
feel-
the covered
yeah.
ones instead of the ones that are like half open. Because the ones that are half open, I'm like, cool, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna like go over the edge. And, like,
exactly. Yep. This is how
I'll
I die.
still do it, and I'll do it multiple times in a row. But I get a little nervous every time.
No.
Yeah, give
I'm a
me
dummy.
the
I'm
enclosed
dummy.
one, and I'm gonna see if I can go around.
Okay, the enclosed one would be fine. Yeah. Of course, I like, let me just survive this thing. Ray's like, let's take it to the max.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I remember water. I went on a water slide. I had two really bad experiences. One was one of those enclosed ones, and I actually went underwater, and I was underwater for like so long that I thought I might drown, and finally came out. And the other bad experience I had was what you're talking about, Eugene, which is you're launched into the air,
Yes.
and you feel like I may not land in a straight line,
Yes. Thank you.
and that's scary. And that was
Yes,
like,
it is.
That's
It is.
fair.
And that's when you go to the lazy river and you have a drink.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference between getting your heart rate up because, oh, wow, this is kind of exciting. And it's a difference between that and, oh, fuck, I'm about to die.
I don't
look,
ever
look,
have that feeling.
we all have to die, but if you die in if you die in an amusement park, nobody cares. Like everybody's like, "Hey, well, it's dangerous."
That's
Man,
not true.
who's
It
next?
depends on the amusement park.
So I'm glad it's them and not me.
No, what are you talking about, Si? Everyone does care. Are you fucking kidding me? We got to shut this shit down for an hour. I've been in line for 30 minutes.
Right?
But what I'm
Mop
saying,
the fucker up and let's go.
Oh hell no! If you
Mop
Plus,
up the
they're-
blood. Let's get this shit going. Come on.
yeah, god
Oh,
dang,
no.
stupid ass. Why did he have to? What did he do to get himself killed?
Yeah,
What did he
inconvenience
do?
my day.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is usually guest error, but whatever.
Of course it is. People are dumb. Duh.
Yeah, they are. I saw a woman almost get her leg cut off,
By you.
like right in front of me. I wanted
Oh.
to because she was a fucking idiot. Because she wasn't listening, and she walked up to the cart while it was like moving before it was ready for her to like get into it, and then wasn't paying attention, and like her purse got stuck on the strap or something, and she like tripped and fell over, and her leg like almost got stuck under the car on the side of the railing. She almost broke her leg.
Sucks to suck.
Wow.
That's kind of what I
Sucks to
said,
suck.
but I stopped it. I stopped the car anyway.
You're like, oh, I guess I'll stop it.
It was on my training. I was like, and emergency stop.
You just like have everybody like gather around everybody and stare for like 30 minutes. Just stare at her.
Other than a point.
Well, and then it was
I
like
was thinking,
50 minutes of like, ma'am, are you all right? Ma'am, can I help you get up? And she like insisted that no one help her. I'm like, oh God.
Oh,
Lady, come on. I've got like 200 people in line. Let's go. Like,
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. So
do you want to get yelled at by a family from the Midwest? No. So let's do that.
Well, speaking of, the reason why I brought this question up is this was a topic we were going to do a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, I got sick, but it's a topic that Lainey threw at us, and she, once again, with most of her ideas, I have to do some research on this. But she's like, let's come up with geeky dark rides. I'm like, cool. What the fuck is a dark ride? So did a little research, and basically, it's those rides like historically everyone thinks of the Haunted Mansion. You know,
Classic dark ride.
Yeah, you sit down, you're in a usually kind of a, some kind of a ride or whatever, and you're going around, and as you go through, it's telling a story. And of course, the Haunted Mansion, became a movie, but they're more recently they've been doing them, so it's like they take a movie and turn it into a dark ride. So that's what we're doing this evening. So with that said, does anyone want to go first with a geeky dark ride that they've come up with?
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, so I came in first.
oh,
Ha! I'm gonna go first because I'm doing this all from memory since I lost my notes.
Oh no.
I believe.
It's all good. It's all good. You can do this.
Of course I root.
Okay. So the one I remember most vividly is a dark ride based on the movie Alien. And so there's no train cars or rail cars or nothing. You're just they basically just send you in on foot. And there is a track, but there's no cars on it.
Oh God.
And you're in this hallway, and like every 25, 30 feet or so is a yellow strobe light that's like flashing with a siren going bang, 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 like this.
Uh-huh.
There's like a fog machine that makes fog once in a while. There's water, cold water that drips from the ceiling.
Nice.
There's all that weird alien shit on the walls, and there's like little holes where they have little remote controlled facehuggers that'll come out.
Oh my
and
God. You
chase you
created
and
my
stuff.
nightmare.
I know, right?
And-
It sounds awesome.
Oh God.
Sometimes the hall that you have to go through will be blocked, and you'll have to go through one of those little holes to get around it and get back to the hall.
So you've created a haunted house.
Basically,
Yeah.
and there's guys dressed up in alien suits that are in those holes sometimes, and anyway. So basically, you try to see if you can get to the end of this thing. And like everybody gets like little laser tag things, and like if the aliens touch you, then you're out, and you have to walk back.
Oh,
You
so
should
nice.
cut this out of the show and just market this and make this an actual thing.
I think so. I had a lot more, but that's all I can remember.
I would do it because I'd be crying in the corner, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
I think it would be. I remember watching the first Alien movie, and when I was young, and I was scared shitless of that movie. I wouldn't
God,
watch.
yes.
Terrifying.
I wouldn't watch it. I watched it, and I was like, I don't want to watch this ever again. And then like years later, I watched it, but like I was scared.
and
of
it's
that movie.
still scary.
It's
Yeah.
really scary.
Like,
What I don't know what's the most scary. I think the end where you don't know where the alien is the scariest part of the movie, because like all the lights flashing as she's going, and it's like anything can happen at any second. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
that's
So
what happens when you have a competent director.
Oh yeah.
So do you, just real quick as a side note, do you have any, what are your hopes? What are your thoughts for the new one coming out? Like based on the trailer that you've seen thus far?
I don't have a lot of hopes.
Really?
I just hope it's better than Prometheus. That's all. That's all I hope.
I'll take that, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll take that too. That's fine.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get another Alien. That's not going to happen. You know, we're going to get something pretty interesting, you know, and it's going to be CGI aliens or whatever, and it'll be okay. But we're not going to get another Alien.
No, sadly.
I don't think they could do that again.
Yeah, trying to just get the magic back on that might be hard enough, but yeah. So
It's like trying to reboot the Matrix.
Magic. I thought they used.
Jesus,
God.
I've never heard a worse idea in my life.
no. I'm totally down for that.
No.
I think basically you take the first movie and you just completely erase the second and third one, and you'd be like, all right, so here's how it really should have happened. I'd be okay with that.
Well, all they have to do is just wipe the second and third one off the face of the earth, and that's it. Just the one movie.
Done and done.
I'd be okay with that too. But if they're going to do something, it never happened. Number 2 and number 3 never happened.
The problem that you have with redoing the Matrix is that the guy that was he was in the movie, he was also in the Sopranos. What the hell's his name? Joe Pentaglione or something like that. He was like the guy who betrays everybody in the first Matrix movie.
Yes.
I saw an interview with him, and they asked him, you know, why he thought the first one was so much better than the other two, and he's like, well, I was in the first one. But he's like, he said also, I think you can only surprise people once.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't remake the Matrix, because do you remember the marketing for that movie? What is the Matrix?
Yeah.
You know,
that was the whole deal. And then they were like, oh, we're going to make a movie explaining it. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's really stupid. Why?
Do you remember the surprise whenever he took the pill and everything, and then he woke up and he was in the fucking, like, he was in this pod and all this shit? Do you remember being shocked and you were like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You can't do that again. You do that once.
It's like remaking The Sixth Sense. Like,
there was
exactly.
Oh, surprise, he's dead.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, damn it, not again. Poor Bruce Willis.
He's dead.
Recast Bruce Willis in it.
There you go.
Oh, Brian's asking some good questions. What do y'all think about that new Blade Runner?
Sure.
I'm just gonna have to. I'm just honestly just gonna be like, all right, just wait for it to come out and see what they did, and just kind of see what everyone says. Like, find some people who are really big into the first one and be like, what should I go watch the new one or not? Like, this is one I'm definitely not going to go see until I hear other people talk about it.
Yeah.
So
Can I make a
Harrison
confession?
Ford's in it too, right?
yeah,
No, go ahead.
So can I make a confession?
you've never seen Blade Runner?
Or
Never seen Blade Runner.
okay, not only have I never seen Blade Runner, but I get it mixed up sometimes with Sling Blade.
What?
Sling Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've
They
never
sure
seen
aren't
any one of them. And so
replicants.
someone
them replicants
will say Blade Runner, and I'll be like, that's the one where Billy Bob, what's his face, like speaks with a weird accent, right?
I've seen things you never believe. French fried taters off the belt of Orion.
I don't know.
All right,
Wow.
Lainey, what's
Number
your
two.
what is your first dark ride?
All right. Well, I by the way, I may have gone into too much detail on these because I love this is what we call armchair Imagineering, and it's super fun, and I'm excited to get to do it. So okay.
Nerd.
I
Jeez.
know. So my first dark ride is a Jurassic Park dark ride.
Okay.
I love Jurassic Park. Obviously, everybody knows that. I love Jurassic Park. And there is actually, because Parker and I were having a discussion about this not very long ago, there is actually a Jurassic Park ride, but it's dumb. And they needed to redo it, and they totally missed the mark on what should have been an easy home run, because Universal is stupid and doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to rides. So I decided I was going to do a Jurassic Park ride. So first, like when the queue, first of all, like with the line when you walk in, you're going to walk into like the Institute. And the
Okay.
pre-show, I personally really like when my rides have a pre-show. So, the pre-show is going to be the actual like pre-show from the movie, like where the little DNA and everything comes out.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
and you're going to be kind of introduced to Jurassic Park. It's going to be really cool. And then you're going to come up to where you're going to actually enter into your ride vehicle, and your ride vehicle is going to be the Jeep.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah.
Duh. Of course it's gonna be the Jeep. So and you're gonna exit out of like the loading area, and you're gonna come into the first part. And so your first scene is gonna be you're gonna come up to the gates with the torches, and you see all the greenery, and you're gonna hear all the sounds, and it'll hit you with all the smells and everything. It'll be super cool. You'll come in through the gates, and you take like a quick little tour of like some of the herbivores and everything. You have like the music like swell up in the background and everything, and while you're riding it, John Hammond is narrating it like in your ride vehicle,
Okay.
and, like explaining to you the different dinosaurs that you're seeing and everything. And so as you get to the end of that scene, the sky kind of starts to change, and as you go into the next room, it starts to rain, and you hear John Hammond telling you that there's a tropical storm headed to the island and you need to get back. Well, the rain starts to come down really, really hard, and your Jeep's going to get stuck.
Okay.
And so your Jeep is stuck, and you start to kind of hear something in the background, and then you're going to have a lightning flash, and you're going to see the T-Rex, and it's going to be super cool. And then you're going to have to try to get away. Your Jeep's going to kind of stall. It's going to get stuck in the mud, and as you barely make it out, you're going to be able to see the T-Rex in your rearview mirror in your ride vehicle. So, which is super easy to do because it's just a screen. And then you're going to barely make it out, and then and you're freaking out. You hear John Hammond like screaming at you to get back to the institute. So and as you're like trying to make your way back, you're gonna like see some like smaller scenes. So you're gonna see like Dennis's Jeep when he's being attacked by like the little lizard ones. I love that part. So like the Jeep's gonna be shaking a little bit. You're gonna see a shadow inside. It's gonna be super cool. You're gonna make it back to the institute, and you're gonna kind of drive through that kitchen scene with the raptors, and you're gonna see like her like hiding in the little cupboard or whatever, trying to wait for the raptor to like go by. It's gonna be awesome. And then as you barely make it out, you're gonna see the T-Rex fighting off the raptors at the end as you drive underneath the banner, and then you're gonna come back to the loading area again after narrowly making your escape.
Ryan would like to know, do you get to see the lawyer get eaten?
See, I struggled with that.
Please.
Because while that is one of my favorite parts of the entire movie, it didn't make sense to my overall story, so sadly, no. But
What about Wayne Knight, running out of running in? He gets in one of the Jeeps, and then there's the dinosaur raises its head up and like gets him or whatever,
Oh yeah.
What if you did like
that.
stuff like that,
Can when you
go ahead. Sorry.
When you get into the Jeep, can you please have Samuel Jackson saying hang
Hold
on to your
butts? Absolutely. Absolutely, he's going to say that.
And then at some point throughout, he's got to say it again because he says it like 3 times that.
He loves butts, apparently.
He does love butts. He really wants you to hang on to him.
Right?
Yeah.
At the end of the ride,
do what?
I was gonna say at the end of the ride, you could give everybody like elbow length rubber gloves, and they could dig through piles of crap, trying to figure out
what happened to the Triceratops. Perfect. Well, I did think that maybe a post show instead of being a normal post show where you go into a gift shop, I thought it'd be cool to go into like an actual like institute and
like for real.
Yeah, like for real.
Like a real one with real dinosaurs?
Yes.
By the way, everything up to this point's been animatronic. Here's the real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you thought.
Prepare to die.
Yeah, for the ultimate surprise, there's real fucking dinosaurs now. Yeah. And you're like, holy shit.
Oh.
I read that right.
What I was most excited about, though, was watching Newman get attacked in his Jeep. I don't know why I like that scene so much. I just think it's funny.
Because it's Newman, and he gets what he deserves.
And he deserves it. But yeah. But that's my Jurassic Park dark ride. And why Universal didn't do that, I'll never understand. I don't know why they put it on a boat. That's one instance where putting it on a boat does not make it better.
Really, really dumb.
Didn't they repurpose it? Wasn't that the point?
Do what?
I thought they repurposed an old ride.
You know, I actually don't know. I think if anything, if they weren't repurposing a ride, I think what they were doing was everything there, like that's their whole thing. It's like everything's a thrill ride, and so instead of making it like a good like thrilling dark ride, they just decided like we're gonna put a huge ass drop at the end of it, and we got to put it in a boat for that. So I don't know. It was dumb. The animatronics in that ride are really good though.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I never understood that. It made me very upset when I was little.
Oh, right. Because you're a lot younger than us. Damn
God,
it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Especially the part where you go underneath the raptor in the cage. I remember getting very upset at that part.
I was like, little. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, when I say little, I was like 10, I think, 9 or 10 when I first wrote it.
Pretty little.
Yeah.
Ray,
Yeah.
what's your first dark ride?
Little Ray Ray.
Oh, God.
Okay.
God, no.
No, please don't. Don't do that.
I want to see Ray do like hardcore gangster rap. I think that would be awesome.
No. No, you
You
don't.
could rap that Snow song.
No.
Oh, no.
Canadian
No.
rapper.
No.
No.
So anyway,
You're welcome.
so when I originally heard dark rides, I was thinking, okay, we gotta go dark.
Right?
So, sorry for that, but that's where my mind went.
Because Canada's metal as fuck.
It is metal.
AF fam.
So I told Chris my first idea for a ride, and she said, "Nope, not going on that ride." I said, "Well, all right." So, anyway, so you know the Great Movie Ride at Disney World, like that's
Yes,
one of
I
my favorite rides. When I was a kid, I remember going on it, and the whole hijacking part was like really cool, and that they had a mix of like animatronics and real people acting, and I loved all that. So we're gonna go back to that same type of ride, but your host is Freddy Krueger.
Absolutely not.
Like Freddy's
Yeah.
Nightmares, like the TV show Freddy's Nightmares.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now you're going through different, but instead of different dreamscapes, instead of different nightmares, it's different horror movies. So this could be like a Cabin in the Woods type movie.
Oh my God.
Ride. So your host is Freddy Krueger, and you're going through, and then you go through Candyman World, you go through the Evil Dead,
Wow.
you go through Halloween, Hellraiser, Aliens, all these different things. Halfway through the show,
You can't use aliens. We're trademarking my ride. Sorry.
We're trademarking one.
no, you used Alien, right? I'll use Aliens.
Ooh,
Oh,
Perfect.
extended
There you
universe.
fair enough.
And then at some point, Jason shows up and he hijacks the thing, right? So now you have to go through with Jason kind of leading you on, and then the epic end is Jason and him fighting, Jason and Freddy fighting because he comes out of nowhere, and then depending on who wins, takes you to a different exit. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
That's
So you have to
genius.
write
I
it
would
multiple
never go
times.
on
That's-
that type of stuff.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's
That is a
smart.
good idea.
I like Ray. I like the way that you took the whole like bandit versus gangster aspect and turned it into that. That was smart. I appreciate that. Ray knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like I have no idea what you're talking about.
No clue.
Well, Ray is a gangster. So.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, he is. Canadian gangster, Ray.
Yay, yay.
we are.
No, dude, like every horror fan in the world would be lined up for that. Like that would be,
Yeah.
That's a ride. Like people would be like, wherever the fuck it is, I'm going. So
Sounds
That's a
fair.
ride I'd have to sit in the very middle of.
But I mean, it'd be something that you could change too, right? Like you could take one of the worlds out and replace it with a different one, and
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
You like spray the people with fake blood and stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
it eventually, goes clean and doesn't stain anything.
Well, you just use water and you just make it look like blood. That's what Disney does. Well, not
Or
with
like
blood, but with
give
other
everybody
stuff.
like plastic shields like Gallagher did. You remember? Gallagher?
God.
Oh my God.
Instead of smashing, it's just a swipe of a neck and it's just blood spraying out.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Perfect.
You know what? Put Gallagher in this damn thing. Now that we're talking about
And we
it.
get real creepy with it. Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
How weird would that be?
Terrifying.
You're
Brings up
going
all
to
of
get
my
into the car and it's like, why is there a splash zone? Is this
Yeah.
fucking SeaWorld?
And then he just
Oh,
pops up. You just see his silhouette in the the hammer slowly raises. You're like,
Oh,
oh God,
God.
no! And he's coming over the mountain.
I used to love Gallagher.
I did too.
When I was a kid. A lot of comedians give him a lot of shit, but I thought it was unique. I thought it was
He's
funny.
trying to do something.
Really? Why do comedians give him shit?
Look it up. I'm not going to go into it.
Okay.
There's a problem there.
Okay.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Parker, what's your first dark ride?
Well, kind of similar in the Alien vein, I would think a Predator ride would be super duper fun.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I kind of thought the same premise of no vehicle, you're just walking. But I want to kind of include a little, but this is going to be like adults only. Like there's no kids. This is like actual Predator. Like there's going to be like body parts everywhere, right?
Mine's
People hanging from trees and shit.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he's actually gonna, like, you see, like, his devastation, because you're walking through the woods, right, and you have, probably gonna do a little some of that, Buzz Lightyear, we shoot at him, the interactive whatever stuff, you get shoot at him, anyway, so you're walking through the forest, you'll see, like, little, like, broken down trees and stuff like that, or old other soldiers, you know, because you're a soldier in this little platoon. You see other soldiers dead, you know, and cut in half, like gratuitous blood everywhere. Right?
Right.
It's supposed to be pretty crazy. I thought it'd be really cool. You get like a mirror and like shimmer the mirror to try to like emulate what it looked like in the actual movie, where you see like the outline of the silhouette, but you can't really see it. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the whole thing kind of culminates where you get to
stick with culminates
where you get to shoot him with a giant like Gatling gun, basically.
Oh fuck! I'm set for this one now.
Yeah, but
You just sold the ride.
but there's like 5 of them for everyone to get one, and it doesn't shoot real bullets, but it shoots like blanks. And I want like real shell casings to come out of the gun. Like it's supposed to be like it's like $400. I mean, it's like the whole deal. Like it's supposed to be like,
that sounds expensive. Yeah.
oh,
That does sound expensive.
yeah, I'm making money off this thing.
$1,000 a ticket.
That's what, yeah.
You know what would be cool is like if you had like a giant screen that was like projecting like the rainforest, and like everybody like everybody gets like the guns and they just mow through the forest, and the forest is like getting
Oh my
cut.
god, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because I want to have it where like you actually have to kill him, because if you don't shoot him, then he'll shoot you, and then like dust and smoke and stuff like blows up around you. So like his little shoulder rocket,
Like
shoots you and you die and you fail. Yeah,
Like
you have to
Westworld.
get enough shots
They're
on
all
it.
doing like laser tag.
Yeah, so you have to have that screen to actually pick up where you're actually aiming, and then you can have like destruction of the forest or all that kind of cool stuff.
Nice.
What if like he actually kills you? Like
Well, then you get to go to the dream world, and then Freddy gets to kill you.
Then we're gonna build it based on a wooden roller coaster. So yeah, it all fits in there.
Yeah, exactly. Which is going to be infinitely scarier. Yeah.
Which if we're gonna combine a bunch of stuff, Ryan in the chat brought up the fact going back to the previous one about Carrot Top being, like he said, look out, it's Carrot Top, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
that would be awful.
he's scary as shit looking now. Of course, nowadays as buffed as he is, I don't want him on the fucking Predator ride with me because like dude is like.
He would add to the
Yoked.
muscle mass of that.
Yeah.
have you seen his
He'd
eyebrows?
give you
They're
like 50 dick jokes about that gun, but it would be worth it because he'd save your ass.
Yeah, he looks
He's
like
like
a
this.
non-human anymore.
He's
Yeah.
like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I got some jokes. You want to hear some jokes?
I gotta,
I think him and Kathy Griffin went to the
Carrot
same
Top. I want to listen to some jokes.
yeah. I got this big dresser full of weird shit, and I make dumb jokes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And I kill you
We're
after.
gonna do steroids on stage. You're gonna love
Yeah.
it.
This is real
What's
comedy.
he look like now? Let's find out.
Here's the
Like-
props.
You haven't seen Carrot Top?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, because I had seen some plastic surgery, but I guess I hadn't seen the latest.
Carrot
bad.
Top looks like that.
No.
Did you ever see that movie Mask from the 80s where it was about?
No.
Okay, look up. There's this.
You mean Jim Carrey mask?
No,
No,
not
not the mask. Mask.
Oh, mask. Yeah.
the one with
Infinitely
Cher
worse.
and Eric
I'm just
Stoltz.
making sure I'm thinking the right movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Carrot
that's why I
Top-
questioned it.
Carrot Top looks like Eric Stoltz from
Why
Mask.
do they do
now.
this? Everybody looks fine after the first brow lift, and then they just go too far. He looks horrifying. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's like they cut the skin here and just pulled back.
Have
Well,
you
and
seen
it's
it?
like his
Kept pulling.
skin- His skin is trying so desperately to age, and they
eventually,
just won't let
eventually, he's gonna fucking look like what's his name in Beetlejuice, like when he grabs his face and pulls it like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Carrot Top with like some
Ooh.
really hot chick though? Like,
No,
I don't
there's no way.
know. I don't.
I think so.
He looked
As hot as
fine
money can buy, I
before.
guess.
Like he's
So-
always gonna be. Sorry, Carrot Top, you're Carrot Top. You're gonna be obnoxious, and no one's gonna like you. It's fine. But like, now you've made yourself a thing of nightmares.
I don't have a problem with Carrot Top. I just,
I do.
you know, it's easy to.
Good.
Let me see that.
Why do
Anyway,
you have
so
a problem
yeah,
with Carrot
that's
Top?
my second one. That's my second movie thing.
Why do I not have a problem with Carrot
No,
Top?
why does Laney have a problem with Carrot Top?
Oh,
This is not funny
Why are you so judgmental all of a sudden?
because I'm mean.
Duh.
Ooh, there's a picture where he's holding a bunny, and it looks sinister. I don't like this.
Just
All
gonna
right.
make-
You afraid he's gonna kill it?
Yes, for sacrifice.
Oh
Keep
God.
himself young.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting-
Brian says he looks like Ronald McDonald's crack whore.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know exactly. I can't imagine Ronald
He looks
McDonald
like
like.
the 5-cent hooker that Ronald McDonald hits up when he's
Okay, the
stealing.
Ronald McDonald picture you have on your Facebook, you've changed your icon to. That's the
Makes
one
you
that's dating the Carrot Top. crack
pulls
whore.
pulls up in this giant shoe, rolls down the window.
Hey, baby, looking for a date?
Get
I
it.
know a nice quiet place with
Yeah.
a grimace and some fry guy.
Ugh.
God. All right, before this goes horribly wrong,
Like to be
Why
dipped
that
in
grimace
ketchup.
stuff to watch? Gross.
I'm going to start with since it kind of goes along with the theme of some of the other ones that people have done. I'm going to skip my first one, go to my second one. I always thought when I saw this movie, I walked out and the first thing that popped in my head is I can't wait to play the video game of this because this is going to be fucking awesome. But they never made it, and it's still I think one of the. I cannot believe they didn't make a game of this. So I'm going to make a fucking dark ride of Starship Troopers because if any
Ooh.
movie screams dark ride, it's
Yes.
fucking Starship Troopers.
Hell yeah.
So you're going to ride in a hover transport. And everyone's gonna have a laser rifle, so it's gonna be like one of those things, kind of like that Men in Black ride or whatever. And then you're gonna go around, and of course, the bugs are gonna come out, and you're gonna shoot out the bugs or whatever. And the way that I thought it would be set up would be there's gonna be 4 rooms, and you'll basically kind of fly in or whatever, and like the cart's gonna kind of move around or whatever, and then depending on what's going on, and kind of I want to go with a branching thing, like Parker brought up. But I want to do a branching thing so that literally you can go through this ride several different times. So like you may go in, you kind of get knocked around. You may have to go back through the way you came. You'll go through the other door. You'll have to kind of go back around. But I'm thinking between 4 or 5 rooms, you could pretty much set up like a kind of a branching path as to like what bugs you kill, so on and so forth. And then it's just you're just fighting bugs over and over again, and you're trying to get through the moon base, trying to save everybody. So
I feel like technology has gotten to the point where we could do this. Like
It absolutely
Yes.
has. Yeah. No, you guys, like the ride technology that they have now is insane.
Do you confront the big brain monster?
I'm thinking, like that would be one of the branches. Is at the very end you have to fight the big giant one. But I mean,
That'd be a
seriously,
good
why
finale.
did we never get that as a first person shooter? Like, how fucking epic would that have been?
Yeah.
Everyone's a human on the team, and you're just like fighting wave after wave after wave of these fucking insects, man. That would be
Because most
awesome.
people didn't like that movie for some weird reason. I don't know
Why did people not like Star Trek?
I have no idea. It's a
That
great
movie's
movie.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You turn off your brain and you just watch a bunch of shit happen. It was
It's
awesome.
Good CGI. The only bad thing was the acting wasn't really that good, but everything else, solid storyline.
Well, they called it Melrose Space. Do you remember that?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I forgot about that.
Because of the love triangle and all that.
Which was
Yeah.
just
Which
really
was, I
contrived.
didn't
but-
care. It was fucking great.
I loved it.
But it's a great sci-fi movie. It's solid.
It's got some really good actors. I know you said the acting is not that great, but it does have Michael Ironside.
Isn't Neil Patrick Harris in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris. Clancy Brown is in that.
Denise Richards or some bullshit, right?
Yeah, but that isn't a plus.
We're not really-
I don't know.
Denise Richards. That would be awesome.
yeah.
I would love to. I would ride that all the time.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was a great movie. Didn't the guy that make RoboCop made that movie? Or I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah, you lost me on that one.
It was made like RoboCop, you know, like
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
you know,
That
like
rated
commercials.
R sci-fi, which there isn't enough of.
Well, I mean, like they had like the commercials, you know, like remember how
I'm doing my
RoboCop?
part.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
advertisements join the military, see
Mhm.
the galaxy, save human. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yes, he also did Total Recall and Basic Instinct.
Ooh.
Good call. Good call.
Basic Instinct, huh? Hmm.
Yep.
No,
Can't
2
win
out of
them
3,
all, I guess.
or whatever.
So, but yeah, that was like I said, like I'm tired of the first person shooter genre, like on Xbox and stuff like that. But like, I would play the fuck out of that game. That would be awesome.
Yep.
Well, nowadays you could do it and it would look like that, you know.
Yeah.
It would be
Graphics
awesome.
and I mean
Mhm.
the battle sequences where all the hordes are like coming at them and they're just like fighting and the music's all fucking awesome and shit and they're like backing up and losing ground and then they do that one fucking thing where they blow that fucking giant
The brain.
creature up.
The
Yeah.
big scarab or whatever.
Yeah, like his whole belly like blows up and shit flies everywhere. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. And
Yeah,
like
it is.
the flying aliens come down and cut people's heads off and shit. That's
Yeah.
a badass fucking
This
movie.
is brutal.
I was gonna say.
I saw that
So
way
far,
too
I
young.
win. No,
Let's go watch
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, right?
hell yeah! Like seriously, I may have to look up see if it's on Netflix.
It is.
Is it?
It was anyway.
Oh shit. Okay. So, all right. Well, that's my first dark ride I want to put out there. So, all right, Cyrus, do you have another one or?
I do have 2 more that I remember.
Okay.
One of them's y'all are not gonna like one of them because it's not anything y'all would know about, but this one y'all will.
No, it's not on
Uh,
Netflix. Sorry, it was.
Okay.
Real simple concept. You could do it to where it basically looks just like, well, almost just like it was in the movie. The boat ride on the Chocolate River from Willy Wonka.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice
man.
pull, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it's
my dream.
you basically get a Gene Wilder lookalike to do his thing and lose his mind while he's you're on the boat. You can actually have people on the boat that aren't like just like
Guests.
they're like they're like
Planted.
employees.
They're like street
Okay, yeah.
atmosphere actors. They're like supposed
They're
to be
dressed
part
up
of
to look
the
like
team.
the people in the movie. Yeah.
Yep.
And like there's like candy everywhere, and like you really could like just reach out and grab something and eat it. I mean, like go to the real effort.
That
Do
sounds
something.
awesome.
But can you make the kids
Yeah.
get like high like they do on like Lisa Simpson, where
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Lizard Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just like extend it, add some new songs, have the little Baloopas come out and do their bit, and
Do I get to watch each one of the kids meet their untimely fate?
you could.
Of course, it's you can just get the plants, the people that work there to
that's
act
what you
out.
would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would do. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be pretty fun.
I would love to go and just watch kids die. Would be just the
And
best.
just eat candy and watch kids die. This is like,
I want to watch annoying children.
Hell yeah.
well, I don't even care if they're annoying. I mean, the fact that
It helps. It helps.
this is like great. I'd be there every day riding the same ride over and over. Like,
Yeah, this is your dream come true. We've had that conversation.
maybe not, but still, it does sound like might be.
No, are you kidding me? A tour of Willy Wonka would be a fucking badass dark
I'm-
ride.
Shocked.
I mean, just imagine like there's like bushes on the side of the like bank, the river bank, and you reach out and it's like cotton candy, and you just eat the cotton
yeah.
candy. Just fun little stuff like that.
And then, of course, you have to have the part where like all the lights go dark and it just goes to that psychedelic thing. And of course,
Yeah,
the guys
and
just
then-
sitting there
That's
doing that
terrifying.
concentrated song. Oh my god, that would be awesome!
That's your
Yeah.
between one death to the next.
Yep.
You would have that every time you go.
Every time you change scenes.
Yeah.
That'd be
I like it.
awesome. Good pull, dude. Good
That's
pull.
really good. I appreciate that.
All right, Lainey, what's your next one?
All right. Well, I'm a little concerned that my next one's not going to go over as well as my first one because I don't think most of you have seen this movie.
Okay.
I know Parker has. But I want part of this has to do with my frustration that Princess Tiana is not a bigger part of the Disney parks.
Okay.
But I think that Princess and the Frog lends itself very, very well to a dark ride just because of like the art in it and how vibrant the colors are and how like dynamic the music sequences and everything are.
How great the villain is.
Do what?
How great the villain is. Like it's an
Dude, Facilier is a great villain, right? And that was one of the things in here. Okay, so on my ride, you're gonna be like, they're gonna set up the queue to kind of look like an old school French Quarter. So like turn of the century, you know, the old houses and the railings and everything. It's gonna be really pretty. And you're gonna kind of hear the music and everything. But you're going to come down to the loading area, and then you're going to get in like your very own like Mardi Gras float kind of looking car.
Oh, I love Mardi Gras.
Exactly. Mardi Gras plays
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know how it works.
Shut up. Mardi Gras plays a really important role in this movie. Shut up, Cyrus.
I'm just saying, I can bring lots of beads with me, you know.
He's hanging out late, you know. Just...
Yuck. God. So as you come in to the first scene, you're going to come into New Orleans. It's going to be full of music and lots of movement. And you're going to see Tiana trying to make her way through the crowd to get to her job in the morning. But it's going to open on like that first big song that they have. And as you're going through, you're going to see like little pieces of the story. So you're going to see like Naveen arriving like in his boat, and like Charlotte and her dad like driving up to Duke's to see Tiana and everything. So you're going to go through that immediately into what I think would be the best dark ride scene of any dark ride scene ever created, which is where they do.
Wow. Okay. Don't oversell it.
I think Ray will be able to kind of see this, and so will Parker. So like the Facilier's like big dance number, like his big song, it's all like voodoo themed and everything because he's the Shadow Man. That's his whole thing. And I think it would have been really cool to have seen a dark ride scene like that, where you've got like a big towering, almost like marionette, almost looking like Facilier, you know, like as he's like growing like he does in the sequence. And then you've got like the swirling like lights and the projections and everything. You have like the little voodoo dolls like playing drums and all the masks like dancing around. It looks like in midair. You know, that would be super cool, right?
I'd watch
that.
It does
sound
sounds good.
Yeah, it would be really big, kind of like the scene in the Haunted Mansion in Leota Seance, where like all the instruments are kind of floating in the air. So kind of the same. It's really easy technology to do too. So you're gonna make your way through that, and you're gonna see like Facilia shaking hands with Lawrence and Naveen, and then you're gonna come to like a really quick scene. You're gonna kind of go through what looks like the LaBeouf's courtyard because they're having their Mardi Gras party. And you're going to see Naveen and Tiana kiss to try to make Naveen back into a human, and then she turns into a frog. So you see that animation really fast. And then you're going to keep going. You're going to make your way down into the bayou, and you're going to meet Louis the alligator, and you're going to do a big When We're Human scene. Right. And that's going to like morph into another really, really, really good musical sequence, really pretty musical sequence too, of when they meet Ray, the lightning bug, and they do the going down the bayou scene. And so you're going to make your way down to Mama Odie's, and it's going to be really pretty. And I figured they could do like really pretty like light projections and stuff. And at Disneyland, they have a thing in Pirates of the Caribbean where there's fireflies every night. It's really cool. So I thought maybe they could use that same technology. It would be really, really neat. So you get to hear Ray, and that's always the other Ray. That's always wonderful.
I love that character.
Right?
Yeah,
he's a great
that
character.
sounds really good.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see, and you're like be able to kind of see like in the distance in the projection on the wall, you'll see Mama Odie's boat that she lives in that's up in the tree and like down deep in the bayou. And you're gonna come in just towards the end of her big musical number where like you're walking through and they're all singing Dig a Little Deeper, and they walk out onto the onto one of the branches, and so you'll have like the flamingo singing and dancing and all like all the glass bottles and everything, and the sunlight coming in, and we'll have a great Mama Odie animatronic being hilarious and adorable with her seeing eye snake. It'll be hilarious, and a huge Louis. It'll be great. And you'll have that, and then you're gonna have a brief shot of Facilier in the graveyard being drugged back down to hell, basically. And then you are off to the wedding at the very end, and you see Tiana and Naveen turn back to their true form, which, again, Disney can totally handle that. They can make that happen. I've seen them do it before. I'll see them do it again. So, and then your last scene, you're going to go to the very end where they're all in Tiana's restaurant, and they're singing the reprise of Down in New Orleans, and all of the characters are back together, and it's a big old Disney fun time, and everyone's singing and being happy, and it'll be great. And then you come back to the loading area.
Cool.
Awesome. I mean, I've never seen the movie, so I can't comment too much, but it sounds awesome.
You really should. Like I said, every time I watch that movie, that's all I can ever think about is the fact that just the colors and the animation and the musical sequences in that movie really lends itself to a dark ride.
It would go well.
Absolutely.
It really would. And like Liberty Square or something, like it would go really, really well.
Yeah.
So no big deal or anything, Disney. I'm just saying that I've coined it, and if you want it, pay me.
They're not going to do that. They're just
For
gonna sue
using
you
your
and
intellectual property.
They're too busy with Star Wars.
Ugh, I know, and I'm really excited for that. But at the same time, come on, guys.
Come on.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Alrighty. I think Ray was next. Yep, Ray was next.
All right.
As he's trying to take a drink.
That's fine. Whatever.
It's all good.
So this one was inspired by my daughter Logan because she finished the series today.
Oh.
Stranger Things.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm excited.
So you know how they talk about the acrobat and the flea?
Mm-hmm.
This is your chance to be the flea. And you're going to go between worlds. So you're going to go back and forth between our world and the Upside Down. And as you're traveling between the two, you find out that there is another Demigorgon.
Okay.
And so your job, now that you're stuck in the underworld, or you're flipping back and forth, but now your job is to get a message back to our world to say that there is one. And all you have is buttons on your little trolley thing,
vehicle.
so that turns lights on and off. And so you got to turn the lights on and off for the real world and get the message across. If you succeed and get the right message across, you go down one path and you get to see the ending of them succeeding. If you don't, then you go down the other path and it's the Demigorgon that's going to come and chase you, and that's your ending, is that you get eaten by that thing. So you go down the part where you're enveloped by the mouth of it and everything. So that was
Ooh, that's awesome.
That's all I really had.
I love that.
It's almost like Dark Ride plus like escape room combination.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Mission Space, where like you have to do like the mission to go along with the thing, but you're not guaranteed a happy ending, and I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. I like the choose your own adventure aspect.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get some people that are like, they just don't care, right? So they're going to sit there thinking that they've only got one ride. So, I don't have to hit.
Good. They deserve to get eaten by Demigorgon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play along, then don't ride the ride.
They
Yeah.
don't get eaten.
I love that. You know what would be cool too is if some scenes, because they talked about doing this when they made the Little Mermaid ride, where like since you're in the Upside Down, if they would make it so you could still kind of see what was happening like in the real world, like that parallel universe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
I like that. That would be really cool. Yeah, Little Mermaid, they were going to have it to where you saw the under the sea part underneath the water surface and then over it too, but they ended up scrapping that.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
That would have been cool.
Idea then. Good idea.
Love it.
Good job, Ray.
I like it.
Mhm. Well done, Canada.
All right, Parker, what you got for us?
My second one is a Godzilla themed.
Okay,
Dark
I'm
Ride.
listening.
Yes. Okay, so you start off, and you know how every Godzilla movie starts off with basically the exact same premise. Some random island in the middle of the Pacific got too close to a nuke blast.
Yeah.
there was either some sort of reptile, something or other, on the beach, and it gets blasted. You get the black and white video, and so basically you're gonna have a ride of doing that, but you have a narrator speaking it, right? And then you get to see, go to the first room, and he's telling you all this stuff, and you get to see like a big projection screen, and there's a big nuke blast, and then there's a bunch of animatronics of lizards and stuff, and then the next one is like the egg room, where the egg that the Godzilla actually emerges from is in this room. It's huge. It's like the size of a big ass car, and then if you kind of get the evolution of that, and then you go into you're in a car. Well, I guess you'd be in a Jeep, and you're going through, and it's like a Tokyo City.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to kind of keep it like 50s, 60s theme. Like I want to go back to like the older style. So you have that, and then everything seems fine and peaceful, and then holy shit, Mothra comes out of nowhere and just
Nice.
screams through. Yeah, out of nowhere, Mothra comes in and just starts making a big mess of the whole city. Right? Starts flapping wings, and you get like air bursts when it comes over you, like it's beating its wings and the whole deal. And then next room you go in, holy shit, here's Godzilla. And then he comes in, and they start fighting, doing their stuff, and villains are blowing up everything. And then, of course, the ending, you're going to go in, and it's going to be totally dark, and then you just see, like, this light coming on, and it, like, shines on Mothra, and they're, like, out in the distance, they're small. And then the whole room, like, glows blue. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, I know what's about to happen. And then this giant light comes out and just totally torches Mothra. And Godzilla comes in, marching around, looking all badass, and then he just kind of like goes into the water and kind of does the disappearing act, and then and also when he shoots his beam, you get like heat, right? So you kind of like feel like you're there.
That's
So you get the whole So you get
that's smart.
you get the blue light, and then you get the heat when it blasts, and you get the classic screams, and then that's it. Basically, just Godzilla saving the city.
I have some very important questions.
Absolutely. Shoot, sir.
If I had glasses on, this would be when I put them on. But I don't wear glasses.
Push them up.
So, the style of the Godzilla, are you going for more of a modern Godzilla, or are we talking classic Godzilla?
No, he's going to be classic size.
Yes!
Yes. He's going to be classic size. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
High five over the internet. Thank you.
Parker does love him
Yeah.
some classic Godzilla. That's for
I mean,
sure.
I love the new Godzilla and how fucking huge it is.
Uh-huh.
But I want to go back to the more classical 60s, 70s
You know what I love
style
about,
with
you know what I love about
that.
when he fights Mothra in the old movies? Mothra is like this giant pinata. They're just like,
You can
like,
see like the string. Yeah.
and he's
It's the
just like,
best.
he can't even see. He's in the rubber suit.
Yeah. And you see, like, when you hit him, like, you see he moves this way, but then has to go back the other way because he's on one pivot point.
What I want to hear so bad is I want to hear the original Japanese audio soundtrack from the sessions. I want to hear angry, annoyed Japanese guys inside suits
just going,
in Japanese, whatever it is in Japanese, screaming, am I close
yeah.
enough?
Over to your left. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yes, this is going to be a good 60s style. Although I have been pretty bad and I haven't seen the new one that came out. I really need to
I
see
haven't
it.
seen it either.
But
Can I ask an important question?
Sure.
Okay, so in the new King Kong ride that they just did, at the end you kind of get this really cool close-up of this really huge, like massive Kong animatronic. It's incredible too. Do you get anything like that with Godzilla? Because I feel like a lot of people would want to see that.
No, the only thing you're going to get like that, I guess, to really see the true size is when Godzilla and Mothra are doing their fighting.
I
But
like it.
because it's going to be a 60s one, it's like, I think that one was like half as big as the iteration or the American iteration they have now. But yeah, so that's going to be the only thing, because that's the only time you really see Godzilla in the old movies is when he's beating up the other whatever in the middle of the city or out in the sea. Other than that, he's not hanging around. Like, you don't really see him much, except when he's in his rubber suit doing his deal.
Are you going to be like the scale of like a regular human? Or are you going to be at like a higher vantage point?
I had an idea.
No, you're going to be like human, and it's going to be projected up so they look.
I have an idea. What if you actually put the guys in the suits and you had like a miniature city, and the people on the ride are remote controlling cars in the streets, and they can try to smash into Godzilla with their little cars,
or like the cranes, and you could adjust.
Or the trains where he grabs.
And starts to use
Oh my god,
that would be awesome.
Maybe while you were waiting to get on the ride, you'd be walking through, and you could stop and while you're
waiting.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
For the ride that's going on already.
For an extra $29.99, you can pilot this.
Right. Monetize it. Smart.
You guys are smart.
Yeah.
Like real Imagineers.
But yeah, I think that's my Godzilla is my second choice. I think.
I like that. That would be a fun ride.
That sounds really.
I would ride that ride.
Right.
Like you have like the little like spark explosions, like
Oh yeah, and you could do the the old where the buildings used to like bend in half and crash. They had like jagged edges as they broke. The whole deal. Yeah, the whole deal.
Rainy brought up the Kong ride. I don't know if you guys did the old one.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I did that one. And my favorite part that I remember was when he's holding the car that you're in, and he's breathing on you, and you can smell bananas.
It's awesome.
That's
was so cool.
I
missed that ride. Like the new one looks really neat and everything, but the old one was just so awesome because it wasn't like all screens. That you were actually like in the city in the little like elevated trolley cars. It was so cool.
It was very awesome.
It was a great ride.
That ride when I was a kid. It was awesome.
You totally gave me an idea for another ride, but I'm not going to go into that right now. If we have time, I'll kind of just throw it out there. The next one I wanted to throw out. Once again, I'm skipping my number one that I came up with. I want to do a Doctor Who ride. And
hell yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, you're not going to have it on trolley or anything. And here's what I'm thinking. So the way that you go into it is the main room or whatever is kind of triangular shape. So it goes towards a point, and there's where the TARDIS is. So everyone's funneled into the TARDIS. So you get into the TARDIS, and of course, traditionally it's circular on the inside, which is fine. This will work out great. So you get inside the TARDIS, and one of the nice things is you can have lots of different guys to be the Doctor, so you can actually go through different iterations.
That's smart.
As your host. And so the TARDIS is going to be kind of malfunctioning. It's going to be kind of, a rocky start so that we can disguise the actual movement. But essentially what it's going to be is picture it, the entire building is going to be circular. And you're going to go into the front. Like I said, it's going to be a triangular section towards the circular part where the TARDIS is. And it's basically going to turn and face another triangular part. And when you come out of the TARDIS, so from your perspective, you go in the door, you're in there, the TARDIS does its thing. When you go out the same door, you're in another part. In this case, you might be in, 18th century London. And you can kind of go out and explore a little bit. There'll be a timer set up, so that you can't go too far or whatever. And then, something will happen. Maybe Cybermen will show up or the dogs will show up. Got haul ass back to the TARDIS. And basically, every time you go back into the TARDIS, it does its thing and
rotates to another
revolves around, and you could go to 3 or 4 different sections and 3 or 4 different time periods and have encounter all the different enemies and stuff like that. But I know it's kind of simple, but I thought that would be,
that's actually
as a Doctor Who fan, I would love to do that. That would be awesome.
Get that turning theater like a carousel of progress.
Yeah.
It's smart. I love it.
Yeah, the carousel of
progress.
Yeah, it's the opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
Good with
You just can't get up and go around. Thank you.
So, you could just pick, and as time goes by, if the ride stays around long enough, you just slowly but surely swap out some of the different sections or whatever. Like I said, you might have a 1850s style London or whatever. You may go to, you may end up on the fucking moon at one point or something. I think, that would be awesome. And I think because of the way the show is structured, I think having that circular part in the center that you could slowly turn, but of course disguise it, with, some shaking or whatever, so that you really wouldn't realize that you've actually turned. Like, you've just walked in the door, some stuff's going on, a little bit of shaking. Next thing you know, you walk through the door and you're in a completely fucking different place. So, as an adult, you would figure it out, but the kids would just be like,
Yeah.
holy hell, we literally went somewhere else. So I think that would be awesome.
That's awesome.
You can get River's song to be one of the people to take.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yes, because and you could do so much with that. Because you could have different guys come in to be literally any of the doctors or and any of the companions, and so
That's smart too, because that's a ride that can grow along with the property, which is a big problem with building theme park rides.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. If you've got another one, please, feel free to share. Decide, did you have a third one or?
Yeah, it's super nerdy.
Oh God, I'm glad.
Get the fuck
geez,
off
on
the
the
show.
Geeky show, I don't know if it'll work.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how many of y'all. I know Eugene will know what this is, but I don't know if y'all will. Basically, I figured I should do something based on a video game, and it's very simple. You recreate the opening of Half-Life.
Oh, that would be super fun.
Yeah,
That would be awesome, actually.
yeah. But here's what my real idea is: you take the opening from Half-Life and the opening from Half-Life 2, and you do both of them. But you move the end of the first one to the beginning, so that when you walk in, Barney greets you.
Yeah.
And he walks you up to the trolley, and he's like, "Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer." And you get in. And then you go through the whole thing, and it does the whole shebang. And you go through, going through Black Mesa, the helicopter over here, and the green shit dripping over there, and the fucking, all the stuff. You get to Black Mesa, but then at the end of it, instead of going into Black Mesa, you're going into the concentration camp area or whatever it was. And you get out of your car. They walk you through the gates and everything. There's a area you can sit in, and you get refreshments or whatever. Just like it looks like in Half-Life 2 at the opening. And then when you go to leave, you get walked out, and the guy pulls you aside, and it's Barney, and he goes, "About that beer I owe you," and he gives you the beer, and that's the end of the ride.
Nice.
Is there a G-Man like hidden somewhere?
Maybe just like, I don't know. You could do that. You could have them like walking, amongst the crowd here or there, or like
just like different spots to keep it.
Yeah.
Because he's so super duper mysterious. He could play with that around a little bit.
Absolutely, you could do something like that.
That would be awesome, dude. I never thought about that. That would lend itself perfect for that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not really like action or like anything. It's just like fun because you're seeing this thing played out that we've all. I mean, not everybody knows about Half-Life, but if you've played Half-Life, you're very, very familiar with this.
Yeah.
Watched it over and over and over.
And to be actual in his shoes would be a lot of fun.
I like it.
You won one internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Xavier points out: would The Walking Dead be too cliche? Hell no, that would be an awesome.
No, I don't know how there's not a Walking Dead ride. There's a Walking Dead experience.
Yeah. It's what, 7 years in now?
You know why? Because Universal is even worse than Disney about capitalizing on the popular stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid that there's not a Walking Dead ride. That's pretty stupid.
At Halloween, they have like a thing that you can do where you get on like the Walking Dead, like what's it called? The trolley thing. And it takes you, the tram, that's what it is. And it like takes you like back into the area or whatever. And they do like a haunted house type of a walkthrough thing, but that's it. And they only do that at Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just seems like a big opportunity.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Even if you only do it during Halloween, like a haunted mansion-y kind of feel to it, or like a haunted house kind of feel.
Why didn't the production company that
At
does
least.
Walking Dead do something in Georgia? I mean, They're already
Yeah.
there anyway.
Well, that's
Right.
just it, though. The
Good
production
point.
company is right there in LA, and the Hollywood Universal Studios is where they do this. So I don't know why they don't do it bigger.
Yeah.
But
Or have little places around the country with that same IP
mhm.
and do pop-up
Pop-up Walking Dead houses.
haunted house. Yeah.
People would pay out the ass to do that.
Yeah, because you could have it like, like a walk, like a couple mile walk,
That's what it is.
and
now.
then the whole.
Yeah, all you gotta do is find some place like some industrial place or whatever, or whatever that's hey, well, we're gonna buy this broken down industrial plant that's no longer being used for anything, and you're gonna walk through it and kill zombies.
Yeah, and we're going to keep it broken down because that's the aesthetic. So
Coral.
yeah,
Brian says coral.
You could
Some of the
literally
best
do
memes,
it
man.
anywhere. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, you could. That's kind of the whole point.
Because
I
that would make it even more fun if the fact that the location you're doing it in is
It's
a
all
real
over the
location
country.
and in that part, so
yeah, because it's an epidemic, so it's everywhere.
Exactly.
The only thing that might suck is if at the end of the ride they make you all kneel down.
Oh
and
God.
Oh, stop.
Just look at the towers.
two of the cast members get it or whatever.
And then yeah,
You would have to make everybody sign a waiver, film it, and then you can use it in the show too.
ooh,
Dude, why are they not doing this?
yeah, you could get like a
It's
guest spot as
stupid.
a walker.
As an extra, yeah.
Why are they not doing that?
Because
Why
for
are they
some
not
reason,
paying us money?
Theme parks don't capitalize on the intellectual property that they have. It is
All right, how much money can we put together? Like,
I got like $10 in my pocket right
I
now.
got $2 and a taco. I can help.
Yeah, hey,
oh,
And
Yeah.
anything I send you is cut in half. So
yeah, that's true.
because postage is a bitch.
We're gonna
And
start-
probably still frozen. We'll have to thaw out any money you send us.
We're gonna start a
Yeah,
Patreon
it's
for this.
Canadian.
A
Patreon.
A Patreon, not for the site, for this idea.
Yeah,
that would be
Take
fun
this
as
idea
hell.
to Universal.
right.
Like, start a Patreon as a goof. Like, oh yeah, this will be what we're gonna do. We're never
not gonna do that.
do
We
it. But
end up making like a shit ton of money on it, and then of course the company's like, we need to talk.
yeah, right.
we're not gonna call it The Walking Dead.
Yes.
It'd be more
We're gonna
like
call it Walking with the Dead.
yeah,
that's fine.
Jogging
The
Dead.
dead or walking experience.
Well, we're gonna mix The Walking Dead with like losing weight. We're gonna call it The Jogging Dead or
The
Oh,
jogging
God.
Dead.
Power of Walking Dead.
Power
Get ready
Walking
and
Dead.
start selling these Advocare. Whatever.
No, stop.
Spark.
Yeah.
I have another great idea for a dark ride.
All right, go ahead and jump in real quick.
All right, so it's going to be a 4-hour ride. So just prepare yourself.
I know what this is. I'm so excited.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't know. Did we talk? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to go through the book Dune for 4 hours.
Well, I didn't know you liked doing that much, Laney.
No, it's all I was thinking of.
Well, see, I thought I was going to do Lord of the Rings, but then I figured I already probably say that too much anyway.
No,
I figured,
Lines of
and plus,
Warrior.
Dune doesn't get enough credit and doesn't get its due.
doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
I don't
Dune
know.
is awesome.
I never
Yeah.
did.
Great.
Anyway, so basically, the 3 hours of the ride is going to be in a desert, pretty much. There's going to be blowing sand. It's going to be super hot, really uncomfortable, and the only way to like breathe a cool air, you have to get the little nose clips, and then you can breathe in cool air instead of like awful.
there,
Do you get to recycle your own urine?
No, that's the one part. I'm going to leave that, just for
The
Well,
legal
that's
logistics,
their
yeah.
imagination.
Damn it.
yeah, but you could make it look that way, where all the urinals look like they're filtering out too.
yeah. Oh yeah, you can have all that kind
There
of
you
stuff. Yeah.
go.
What about the giant worms? You gonna do the giant worms?
So my plan was, you're gonna be on like a hoverboard kind of dealy. Not really. I haven't really thought too much, but yeah, there's gonna be giant sandworms, and then when you sit down on the ride, everyone gets an adrenaline shot to kind of mimic the effects that spice has on you.
This is gonna take a hell of a waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all of my
Like
rides
2
are
hours of paperwork.
Yeah,
before
all my
you
rides are
get
21 and up. Lots of waiver forms and like every every ticket's like $100. Like this is a very specific type of
They have a
theme
full
park.
physical.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so you get there and you just get an EpiPen of adrenaline. You just get it, so then you get that hyper aware spice kind of characteristic that
God.
yeah, and then as you leave, the adrenaline comes down, so you get that that drop off that you get from when you stop taking spice, and you get the withdrawals, and so it's a whole deal. Yeah.
Are you allowed to ride if you don't have blue eyes, or is that?
No, you have to
On
get
the Ryan,
contacts.
you get contacts. He also said,
Oh.
"Can you imagine the long line to get into doing the ride?"
Well, yeah, you have to bring blue contacts with you, or you can't ride the ride. That's
Sting
just-
gives you the shot.
yeah. Yeah, see, you can do that.
It's
yeah.
just the slow blade that cuts.
It's so yeah, it's a pain in the
Stewart,
ass.
dude. Patrick Stewart.
And people would just ride it once, but it would be you have to go for the
Oh,
experience.
dude, you got to have the box. You got to have the box where you put your
Oh,
you put your hand in the
Ooh.
box.
yeah. Would you have to do that like on the ride itself? Like, I guess while you're sitting down, you could have one in front of everybody, I guess.
I don't know.
So everyone experiences it themselves
You know,
No,
in their own way.
if
Y'all
you
know about
can't
the
get
box,
the if you can't get the EpiPen to clear, you could always just like make everyone do like a couple of Red Bulls or something right in a row.
Oh yeah.
Won't quite be the same, but it would be close.
You want to get that edgy feeling for a while. Yeah.
I just want to see the
Throw a
bear flying around, killing the little, I don't know, homoerotic dudes or whatever.
Oh man, I need to
My goodness.
go back to that book. I've read that book now.
That's not in the book. The book is different, but I love David Lynch, so I love his movie. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck them.
Okay.
Apparently, there's talks of them doing a series, a new like an 8-part series on like HBO or something.
I heard Netflix.
They've been trying.
Oh, is
forever.
it? Yeah. Well, I think with the Netflix and between all the streaming stuff, I think it might now actually have a decent shot. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than the last show they tried to do. They
Sci-fi, I think, did it.
yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
Anyway, yeah, that's my
From the
extremely
makers
long
of
ride.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would.
Ooh, Sharknado! This has got to be
Yeah.
good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like Sharknado for what it is. But yeah.
From the studio that brought you Sharknado.
1 through 7.
Yeah. Shark.
And-
Yeah. Right. How many?
They're
List them
on
off.
the
It has to
fifth
list
one.
them off in Siri. Sharknado.
Yeah.
Sharktopus.
Sharknado. Yeah.
And whatever else the fuck they came up with that had to involve with a shark.
Orangapus.
Yeah.
Fart.
Orangapus.
Orangapus.
Yeah. Orangutan and an octopus.
Oh my god.
No, is that not a?
So all of its like 8 legs are just like really long and
And
Sharknado.
super hairy. Yeah.
yeah.
Shark the boogie. Shark the boogie.
Oh, God. Lainey, do you have another dark ride?
Yeah, I hadn't. This was just like a whim that I had, but I wanted to do like an Endor, like a Star Wars, the Endor Adventure ride.
And it's all indoors.
Ooh.
Yeah, good job.
Nice.
But yeah, so you're gonna hop on a speeder bike and
Good
you're
job,
gonna
Cyrus.
push down scout troopers, and you got to keep them from revealing your presence like on Endor or whatever. So like it's gonna be kind of like the Buzz Lightyear ride. So you're gonna like be shooting at them with like blasters and stuff. So it'll be fun. You'll go through like different scenes and kind of go through the story a little bit, but you're just trying to help the
Now, honestly,
Rebel Alliance.
this is going to be on rails, right? And they're not actually going to let us like steer because everyone's going to fucking die.
Yeah, what? Yeah, duh. Are you kidding? I'd be the
Just
first one
checking.
to go. No, like you can adjust your angle and like where you're
Okay.
facing, but that's it.
Because that's going to be a hell of
I
a
don't know.
waiver
Are
you
you
have to
kidding?
sign.
Shit,
No.
stormtroopers couldn't even not
Luke
hit those
fucking
things
crashed.
right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
No, I
here.
Yeah, there's that too.
All of
What-
my rides.
What
don't
might be
need a
kind of
waiver.
cool is to do like a roller coaster, but with instead of roller coaster cars, you have like little speeders.
Yeah.
Everybody gets on a speeder,
hmm
and then like Yeah, and then like you have like all this like redwoods and stuff around the.
I would love that. I've always wanted to have some
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like an indoor experience to
In the
do
track,
because I
you
think
get
that's
the
a great world.
You have like little midgets swinging from trees and stuff, and you know.
They
not so
prefer
much.
Ewoks, sir.
Yeah, little people in walk suits.
All right, little tiny short people in Ewoks suits.
See, but side,
Oh.
it's got to be made of a wooden track, so that you.
Obviously.
That's
Well,
the
I'm
one
out.
place where it
That's
fits.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
the metal would be everyone would be like, "God,
right.
it's metal. What the hell, man?"
Right.
It's true.
A metal roller coaster like this would only work in Canada because their metal is fuck.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, they are.
Ray, do you have another one?
I've got a couple.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, have there everybody been to Harry Potter World yet?
No,
No.
Haven't been, but
Okay.
but I know enough about it, so go for it.
There's a ride there called Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and it's a cross between it is a dark ride, but it's like a point of view thing where they swing you up and the car goes in any direction, like it's up and down and all over the place. And then when they put you in one spot, they move you like around, but you've got this screen that surrounded you as well. So they show you going through an image, but it feels like you're actually flying and stuff like that.
Wow.
Anyway, I thought it'd be
pretty
kind of
cool.
cool. So you take that concept, but you meld it to Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Oh, an Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get in the Animus, and
The enema. You gotta have an enema for this?
no, Animus.
Oh.
Enema.
You guys are coming up with
Jesus.
some crazy stuff.
I don't remember that part of the game.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm like, wow, this game's great.
A lot
Yeah.
more than a waiver for that.
Got real adult real quick.
So yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool. You know, you've got different worlds and different eras that you can be running through, and that way it's not the same every time, and you don't have to be good at running or parkour because it's all going to do that for you. So
Thank goodness.
That'd be a problem for me to do that part.
Do you want to say what Ryan said, Cy?
I love you, Ryan. I love you so much. Oh, he said
Ryan
Sting,
suggested Sting returns to give you the enema.
Sting is really involved in our
Yeah.
efforts.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
He's like a cornerstone to what we
Really
do.
is.
We-
Hell yeah.
He's been contracted for all dark rides. We just
All
don't
dark
know it yet.
rides. He's not doing anything else.
Oh,
Wow.
man, that's hilarious.
Oh
Sting.
man.
I like it.
You said, do you have another one, Ray?
yeah. So these ones aren't nearly as fleshed out. I thought Portal would make a really cool ride.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Hell yeah.
You could do something with that. Mega Man. So you're
Man.
kind of like a Buzz Lightyear, but the cool thing with that one was as you play the game or play the ride more and more, you get more special powers. So the next time you go in, you kind of have this running total. So you put your cards in, similar to Sorcerers of Magic for Kingdom, Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom
Yes.
for Disney World. So the cards that you can get that the more you play the ride, which means you get these special power-ups as you go through the game, through the ride,
Right? Yeah.
and just kind of like the actual game. And then two more, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I love it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
I thought it'd be cool that you are in the taxi that somebody else took over, but
Yeah.
people that,
I would ride
that
that.
took it over are the people in line waiting to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're driving you around, and you're in the taxi, and that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
I
Or
like
like Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, similar to
Remember
that.
Crazy Taxi?
it. Yeah. Dreamcast.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that game. And my last one is one that Chris would definitely go on, and it's Never-Ending Story. You ride Falcor.
Oh hell yeah!
That's a great idea.
I want to do that.
As long as I'm not there pulling that horse and then
Stop it! Oh,
No,
don't
no,
do
no,
this.
no.
Let's
It's
not go
no,
back
no. It's
there.
literally the end of the movie when he's riding and everything's fine, and you get to look over and see everything. And here's the awesome thing about that is I think that one has to be VR. So they put the VR goggles on you, and
So you can
literally
look
are
around.
you're literally just climbing on top of this, like, I don't know, like this furry tube or whatever, and
Ew.
they just keep blowing. Yeah, it didn't sound right as soon as I said it, but they're just like blowing wind in your face or whatever, so you can look around the whole time. Like it would be, yeah.
Yeah,
Hairy tube.
As soon as I didn't say it.
Yeah, I'm crawling on top of a fairy tube and they're blowing wind in my face. I'm looking around and I'm seeing
Sorry about that.
everything.
Yeah.
Ah,
VR would be so cool with that.
That would be
Yeah.
really cool.
the smell.
All
Well,
right.
they could actually like pipe in like smells and stuff like that.
Bananas.
I'll never forget
No.
that smell.
Stop.
God.
Epically Geeky,
Sting blows at you, so it's Sting going.
Yeah. Sting is a very busy
Ryan,
man.
you win 2 internets. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you. No, that would be awesome, dude. Like that would be a great one. I didn't even cross my mind, man. The last one that I had fleshed out was actually the first one I came up with. Was I wanted to do one in the vein of Arkham Horror, which is the Cthulhu mythos.
Ooh.
So I thought the vehicle you would ride in would be like a Model T. You would start in a dark cave. You would see the monsters or whatever, and the whole time you're like gonna be shooting or whatever. So you're gonna go to a museum. You're gonna be looking for clues or whatever, and then you eventually have to take this thing back to a cave. Most of it's gonna be like kind of light gun based or whatever, but it's gonna be one of those things that's also a branching thing. So you're either going to successfully seal away Cthulhu or you're not, and essentially you quote unquote lose. You get the bad ending or whatever. So Parker was talking about, though, you were talking about the Godzilla thing, and I thought, wouldn't it be awesome to do one like in the vein of I'm blanking on it.
Debbie Does Dallas?
Stop.
Oh Jesus, no.
Come on. Who's
Call
not
back for
even
last
here?
What is the name? I'm blanking on the movie. The movie it was all like found footage.
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch Project?
Do what?
Cloverfield?
Blair Witch?
Cloverfield. What if you
Oh.
did one in the vein of Cloverfield?
Yeah.
And the reason why I think Cloverfield would be cool would be, you occasionally get these shots of seeing the giant monster walk around, but remember like the old school Universal ride where like you came up and like as the jaws would come out or whatever, it would kind of sink over to the side, like you would have that shit happening to the tram, and
Mm-hmm.
that would be fun. Ryan pointed out in the chat doing one for Pacific Rim, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool walking, seeing like the things fight or whatever. But I like his idea better. It would be you actually get to control the Jaeger. That would be
That would be
awesome.
killer. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that would, yeah, I would.
It almost
definitely
sounds
go
like
that way.
like an arcade like setup, like a VR arcade.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That would be really cool. But they
So
don't
would you have
arcades
like
anymore.
the chanting of Cthulhu, like really soft in the background, and as you get closer, like it gets louder, the chanting, like
Yeah, I
that
think would be
constant.
awesome. Yes.
That is, that's in the story. Yeah, like it.
So
That'd be really fun. But you could do Poe like that too.
could do what?
You could do like different Poe stories
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, you
like
could.
that too.
You
So-
could get actual ravens.
Yeah.
Real live ravens
Pooping all over you and making a bunch of noise.
making a bunch of fucking noise.
Yeah.
Reciting Sting lyrics.
Yes, obviously.
Every breath you take.
Well, basically, this is also on top of Sting is just singing the whole time at all of these rides.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, you just have a soft Sting background while Godzilla's tearing up the city.
Singing like tantric, like in the background.
Ooh, yeah,
There you
well,
go.
he's got a thing for tantric stuff, so.
Yeah, it does.
I think he'd do this for free. We just pitch it to him.
Yeah,
Like I said, you're not doing anything else.
yeah. Apparently, he's got plenty of free time for
Oodles of free time.
these
Oodles,
15
yeah.
rides we have.
I know.
See if Jay,
Man.
see if Jay will be willing to pitch that. I imagine. I imagine Jay as a pitch man would be hilarious. Like
Oh my
my
god.
trying to like sell people on an idea. We got to do that sometime. Like
Get a hold of Sting?
That could be.
We can definitely get all this thing, but no, I was thinking like a show I did, like maybe have people try to pitch the rest of us an idea, like a
Ooh,
something like we're.
I'm down. I love pitching ideas.
May
Yeah,
have
it
to put
does.
that down as a show topic.
I like that.
Good thing it's that brings us to the end of our main topic for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to our picks and pans. Would anyone like to share a pick or pan for the week?
I actually do have one this time.
Pick.
What you got, Cyrus?
The Arrival. I finally watched Arrival.
So good.
God, yes, what a great movie! Like
I
let anybody-
really got to see it.
don't let anybody tell you anything about that movie. Like,
Okay.
just go into it as blind as you possibly can be. That's all I'll tell you.
Cool.
Really good. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's I was like, what is this? Is it like a lighthearted comedy? No, it is not a lighthearted comedy.
I know that much.
That was the best part going in because I just saw the first trailer and I was like, I don't know what this is about. I know there's aliens and I know that there's people, and that was about
That's
it.
all you need to know.
And it was
Don't
just
know.
it was a nice experience to just live through the movie. It was so nice.
One thing I'll say, and it doesn't ruin anything, Forrest Whitaker is fucking great in this. Like,
He plays Forrest Whitaker. Yeah.
I was gonna say, but isn't he in those things? Like, he's a damn good actor.
Yeah.
he's really great. Yeah, he's always great. But anyway, I'm not gonna say nothing. Once you see it, we'll talk about it more.
Mhm.
Cool.
Whenever that is, probably next year. Or something.
I know. Parker, you said you had a pick for the week.
Yeah, monster movies and like big terrible like monster movies are a thing again, like Kong
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
these Pacific Rim making a second one. Got several Godzilla movies.
Mhm.
Like big things that want to beat each other up are coming back, and I think that's really really fun. 'Cause
I like them.
we had a lull there for a while where that just wasn't a genre anymore. That's too bad because I like watching monsters beat each other up. It's so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That's my pick. Make more of that, studios that are watching.
Yeah, all of you executives watching right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
make more big
Big
That's
mean
mean
things.
We don't
things
know
that.
about Ryan and Xavier. That's what they're actually.
Great. Hey, yeah. So just tell your buddies to start cranking out big monster punch 'em up movies.
Yeah, we need some
Right.
better monsters. I feel like we don't have enough.
Ryan's probably actually Sting. I mean, that's
So that's why he's been pitching.
Oh my god!
That makes sense.
that's what he does. Like, he'll go into random chats of like shows that whoever's broadcasting and just like throw out Sting references to kind of
Like,
Because I haven't
ha! Man, wouldn't that be hilarious if like Sting showed up?
and gave you an enema. That
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then what if Sting gave you the shot?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I love it.
Hurting for work.
Lainey, do you have a pick or pan for the week?
I do. I'm gonna keep super on brand with this one. But my pick is all the cool stuff that Disneyland is doing for the Pirates of the Caribbean 50th anniversary.
What are they doing on the Pirates of the Caribbean 50th anniversary?
Different special events. They've got like specialized food menu stuff at Cafe Orleans and all that cool stuff. I wish I was there because Disneyland's super cool and I just want to go. But what better time to go than to celebrate the 50th
Do you ever-
anniversary
do you
of
ever-
a huge
Do
ride?
you ever worry about your addiction to Disney? Like, do you ever like? Does it ever concern you? Like,
Yes.
you ever, like,
Sometimes.
because
Does
it
your video
concerns
game
us.
addiction ever concern you?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, he's like, I know what I.
He's
am.
honest.
I'm just-
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I figure like it's not cocaine or anything, so it could be a lot worse.
These
Isn't
are our
it,
worst thing to do.
It's more expensive than cocaine.
Yeah. Right.
yeah, that's yeah. We damn it.
Still trying to chase that high.
Every single day.
It's that dragon, Pete's dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Come on.
Chasing
Just
that
little-
Elliot.
Is that literally what is referred to as chasing that Pete's dragon?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Ray, do you,
God.
Ray, do you have a pick or pan for the week?
Yeah, pick and pen. It's kind of the same thing. So local theaters.
Very broad. I like
It is. I love them in the fact that you know they're there to try and help out. You know your small theaters and stuff like that. We went and saw Beauty and the Beast. but I missed the first 10 to 15 minutes
Ray.
because they only had one guy working the counter, and he had to work his ass off. So good on him, props for him. But it's March break up here, so all the kids were out, and you have a matinee showing this movie, so all the kids wanted to go see it, and I stood in line for a good, I don't know, half hour waiting to try and get through to get popcorn and everything, and
That sucks.
I missed the first like 15, 20 minutes of the movie. And we already had that conversation on this show of when I like to show up for a movie. So
Yes, we
Yeah.
have. That's why when you said it, I was like, "Ah, damn."
Oh, I would have walked out. I would have just not seen it. I would have gotten a different ticket.
Yeah, but Ray is such a Canadian that he was like, I'm going to be really patient and like.
Well,
let
the
this
wife
poor
and
guy
kids were
work his
already
ass
in there,
off."
right?
Well, to be fair though, you probably only missed like 2 minutes of the movie. The rest of it was previews, right?
no, they actually paused. That's how bad it was. They paused the movie. Oh, it was a glitch. Okay, sorry, Chris is correcting me. It was a glitch. They had accidentally glitched out where they stopped the movie for a bit, but then they got it going and it was running. And yeah, I missed all the previews, and I missed a good 15 minutes to 20 minutes of the movie. So
I can
Oh,
catch you up to
jeez.
speed if you need it.
what's that?
I can catch you up to speed if you need it.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's basically close to a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, it is. I
So,
haven't actually seen it yet, but everything that I've been told is that's pretty much what
so
we're
basically,
Yeah, you
I've already seen it.
Yeah, you just substitute the cartoon for that first few minutes.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But did you like it? I guess without going.
Yeah,
too
what do you think, Ray?
So my pick was that I did like it. It was pretty good. There was a couple nice subtle changes and some redemption stuff, which was kind of cool. And yeah, I liked it.
That's cool. I'm excited to see it. I'm just gonna wait for
What I want to know, what everybody wants to know, is it's the favorite topic of the day.
Is Sting in it?
It's Sting in it.
Is Sting.
He shows up at the end. Yeah, he shows up at the end and does this lovely ballad. And
He does a
The Shyamalan twist.
version of Beauty and the Beast.
that's right.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
Wait, is this like for real or are you kidding? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, has he really?
No.
That little
Oh, I have no idea.
ukulele
Okay.
or whatever the fuck he plays now. That little miniature guitar that he plays.
A
The
ukulele?
bass?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. He has some kind of album where he plays some miniature guitar and
Mandolin, maybe?
mandolin.
Sting
Yeah,
does?
Probably mandolin.
What?
look it up.
I don't
Brian,
even know what's
Brian,
real anymore about Sting. I
Brian,
have no idea.
Tell her about
Oh.
it. Tell her about Sting.
Yeah, you tell me about Sting, Parker.
No, I was telling Ryan to tell her.
Oh.
Tell her.
Yeah.
Well, Eugene, do you have a pick or a pan this week?
Yeah.
Thank you. My pick is actually my wife and I got to go see a movie. We went and watched Logan, and wow.
You got her to go see Logan?
She was like, I showed her the trailer and stuff, and she's like, yeah, I would see that. And of course, she loved it. I mean,
Genuinely surprised.
we were talking before the show. Ray and I were talking. I wish, looking back at it, if we have to do it just by like 2 or 3 characters, I would literally go back and wish that almost all of the X-Men stuff had been redone, and we just did like, we're just going to take 2 or 3 of the X-Men and we're just going to do a movie on them, and then build up to the entire team. I know they're always that it's always been a team, but the amount of character development that we got in that movie is just, God, that movie is so good.
Marvel already figured that out.
Yes, but Fox hasn't.
Yeah, well, because they screwed the pooch on that.
Instead we got X-Men Origins Wolverine, and yeah. So, we finally had to have Deadpool to say, hey, look, you can do an R-rated serious, comic book movie. Well, it wasn't serious, but you can do an R-rated comic book movie, and it'll actually be awesome. And
Yeah,
it
well,
was, we
and a
finally
lot of
got to see
people-
Wolverine does,
Yep.
which was chop the shit out of some people. And it was fabulous the entire time.
Yeah, I heard
And
it was like a hard R.
Oh, it is. Like he does not hold back. The girl that plays X-23 is great. But I mean, and then Patrick Stewart just,
He steals the show.
Yeah.
It's Patrick Stewart.
oh,
We were talking about the
It's-
ending in our private chat earlier. It's too, I mean, it's the only way it could go out.
That's the only
Wolverine
way.
gets
Only way you can end
eaten
up.
by Wolverines.
Yep.
So yeah, it's but yeah, if you haven't seen Logan, definitely go see it.
That would be so stupid.
Next thing on my list is gonna be Arrival. What?
That would be so stupid.
Wolverine gets eaten by Wolverines.
That would be the dumbest ending. Oh man. I'm just thinking about it now. That would just because I just see like a still shot of Wolverine on the ground, no music, no sound, and it's just him being ripped apart by Wolverines.
It's like that scene on Wicker Man where Nicolas Cage, the bees!
Yeah.
The bees!
Yeah, it slowly pans out. You know, it's just in the middle of the desert, so it's this bleak, to lonely feeling as one of the most powerful mutants ever just gets ripped to shreds by fucking Wolverines.
Just a metal skeleton just laying in the desert.
That's what happened.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, damn. Isaiah in the chat said, I'm waiting on Lobo.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if
Is that going to be real?
If they can do a fucking Deadpool movie, they should be able to do a Lobo movie.
Well, they're bringing in Cable and friends. We don't know who, but some friends of that whole cool stuff.
Why can't we get a decent Spawn movie? I don't understand that.
Because they haven't remade one since people figured out how to make them. I think if they redo it, I think they'll do it right.
I mean, to me, Deadpool is the green light for Spawn because the problem with Spawn is it's
it's fucking Spawn.
Yeah,
it's fucking fun, But if you can do Deadpool, I don't understand. I don't know, but yeah, Lobo will be cool too.
The only problem is you need the people that run the companies of Warner Brothers and Sony have finally figured it out, but Fox, those guys need to know that if they're going to make these, they got to go to the actual creators of those comics and get their input because they are fucking up huge with DC, as you guys know, and Fox finally got it right with Deadpool and finally with this one too. So they got to be. That's a part of the problem is they think they know better.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that with all the different ways to approach it correctly, I think maybe now they can start seeing like, oh, we don't have to do the exact same formula that Marvel does, which is the cookie cutter right down the middle of the road, nothing crazy. It gets the job done, but it doesn't break any ground. But now there's different ways you can go about it, and maybe they'll say, hey, we could actually maybe we can make it R. And we can make a bunch of money off of it. Would be because, like I said, I want to see Wolverine like impaling dudes with like real blood and like heads coming off.
Like the actors actually die.
Watch it, you'll see it.
Yeah, because like in all the other X-Men,
actually die.
Like he goes crazy, and then like he looks at his blades, and there's no blood anymore. It's like, but what? Why? I want to see people murdered by crazy mutants. I mean, that's the whole.
I want like the previews, like the opening crawl to be a list of fatalities from the movie.
Yeah. This has a fatality rating of 93. So there's 93 people dead in this movie. Like badass. I want to see it. Let's go.
Damn.
But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
It would be nice though if the studios could figure out that. Just because you call a movie fantastic doesn't mean it's fantastic. I mean, Fantastic Four.
Well, and it gives it emotional weight. You're like, holy shit, this guy's like really killing guys. Versus Age of Ultron, it's a bunch of metal people that get blown back when you look at them weird. It's like, so they're not really saving the world. They're just, I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't know. It seems, it's like killing the putties for the Rangers.
In Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's just like faceless blob or faceless,
What do y'all think about that? Is anybody going to go see the new Power Ranger movie?
No. Nope. I'm not going to do it.
I mean, I never was a big Power Ranger fan anyway, so to me it's just like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I am a big one because that's, one of the first comic shows that I really watched as a kid because that was right at my age group. But this looks really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why it's like you're already working upstream. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the Power Rangers. Okay, like if you're gonna do a Power Ranger movie, why you went with the most obvious like cheese ball like version that you could do, and that's what I'm just like, all right, whatever. Who gives a shit about
I
this
also
movie?
didn't see any
We're gonna make it
dinosaur
dark
references.
and gritty. No, Power Rangers is colorful and bright, and no one fucking cares about the backstory for the kids. Everyone just wants to see them get in fucking, fight.
Morphin' time and let's
morph
fight.
and then turn into the big robot and kill something else that's big.
Yeah. It happened every 20 minutes in the original cartoon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every 20 minutes you resolved, you got a big robot, you punch some people, bing bang boom. Wash, repeat another 30 times, there's a season.
Oh, by the way, did y'all see that one Ranger actor finally admitted to killing his roommate?
Yeah, that was messed up, man.
What?
Yeah, he killed him with a sword.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he admitted to it?
Finally, yeah.
Wow.
What a nerd. Killing someone with a sword. Jesus.
I guess if you're gonna kill someone,
Did he tip his fedora and said, no, nothing personal, kid. And then
there can only be one.
Yeah, it comes behind him.
Oh God. All right, I'm gonna cut it off at that. That is our show for the week, ladies and gentlemen. If you would please give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Music, wherever you listen to the show. Of course, we are recording live on YouTube now, so if you haven't, please go over there and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love to see it. We are going to start recording the show live on Saturday nights. The way that I'm planning on doing it is as soon as the show is ended, it's going to drop off of the feed. It will return Tuesday whenever the edited version goes up. But all of the pre-show stuff, the audio version, you'll still get a little clip. But as for the video stuff, if you want to hear all of the craziness we're talking about before the show, whatever it might be about, you're gonna have to come watch it live. So there's your incentive to join the chat room and throw in your 2 cents. I'd like to thank Ryan and Isaiah and who was our other person that was in there?
Xavier was in there.
Xavier, yeah. Thank you so much for joining in and throwing in your 2 cents. It does make it a lot of fun to have a live audience. It's been a long time since we've done the show live, and I missed it. So, we're going to keep doing it live. So, also, if you would please go to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can follow us there and see out new updates that are coming out. We should be recording a new episode of the Marginally Geeky Book Club here, not this week, but next week. And so, and then sometime or another, we'll get another episode of Epic Rhythm and Brews. Tomorrow, you can join Cyrus and pick. No show tomorrow.
It'll be Monday. We're having to delay it for a day.
Okay, cool. So Monday you'll get the episode.
Monday at 6 p.m.
Okay, cool.
Instead of 5.
Okay, cool. So you can check out Game Rambling at that time and on Monday at 6 p.m. instead of the normal 5 p.m. on Sunday. So where can we find you on the internet, Cyrus Martin?
Right on the same place you find everything else, epicallygeeky.com and the Epically Geeky YouTube channel. I'm more active on Twitter than anything. So just follow me there at Cyrus Martin and you'll see whatever I'm up to.
Very cool. Lainey, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's a Lainey Bird, and you can also find me over on one of our other shows, Epic Rhythm and Brews, and then every now and then on Marginally Geeky as well.
Lainey, do I follow you on Twitter? I don't remember.
I don't know. You might as well not, though. I'm really bad about Twitter.
She's more active on Instagram.
But you just told everybody to follow you on Twitter.
I know. Maybe they'll go look through some of my old gems that are actually pretty funny, but I don't know.
Oh, well, she's got gems.
Wow.
I got a really great Romney tweet from like 5 years ago. So
nice.
Still riding that pony, huh?
That was a good one.
Like, what am I watching? Austin Powers? Or what is it? It's like it's not very topical.
Oh, man. Ray, where can we find you online?
Best place to go is on the Lake Life. Find me at the Lake Life Artist. Wow. I'm losing my mind.
Too much metal. Too much metal.
Yeah, too much metal. Parker, where can we not find you online?
Yes.
You can find me on epicallygeeky.com.
There you go.
You can also find him on the Epic Rhythm and Brews podcast. Let me throw that in there.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I do that
But you know why you can't find them anywhere else?
I know why.
Why?
Because nobody can find Parker.
Yeah, was the mail you sent me was somewhere in the woods or?
Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
And as for me, you can follow my individually wacky adventure at Optimus Gene on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, have a good night.
Goodbye.
To everyone in the chat room, Xavier, I'm sorry. I blanked out on the name, man. Didn't forget about you. Don't be hurt, man. Seriously,
I love you,
though,
Xavier.